There's maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike. 51. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state of Florida Atlantic. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Down 80. Down to lose one. Check, butt set. Check, butt set.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10-2, son. Run. He's turning right, he's turning to the right, turning to the right. 4 down.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You got it.
Yes, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Tighten down. There you go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready. 70 Indy. 53. Come on. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Ready, go.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 3 yards. Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set, ready, 360 orange, 53 black, red.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
58's to Mike. 58's to Mike. H3, 218. Chopper, ready, go.
Now Taylor. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's our time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Back to run. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Taylle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't know no better. Fox try. 49, guys. Mike, 49. What we got? Mike's 49. Orbit. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, Love. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Operating from the gun, Love. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, let's bring it.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Kill. Blue dark working. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Let's go. Mike, 10 Tucson. All day.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down. Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And Oliver. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Love. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On fourth down, Love. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down. No problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Deuce, topper.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Lambeau will put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, you got three down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Charlie. 58, boys. 58. 58, go. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. And go.
From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Love. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yep.
Taylor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 11. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ready. 8, read. I got you. Ready, go.
On 3rd down. Freeman, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. to throw again. Love. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Protein Smith. Let's go, let's go.
Taylor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
He's not going to get me.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Allen. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ready, Rick? Let's go, baby.
Singletary again. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, but it'll be 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They will run with Singletary. And he's got room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary. His first touchdown of the new season as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination at it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bills, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they will